Welcome on in, trainers. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you everything you need to know about what's happening in Pokemon Go this week. Starting with Fashion Week, which is happening right now and running until January 19th. We're getting a new costume Minccino, which can be shiny. Check out the previous video for all the details of that, link in the description down below. But we also have to talk about the Rocket Takeover of this event, which is starting on January 15th and running until the end of the event on January 19th. For this event, we are going to get the debut of Strudel in 12-kilometer eggs. Those are the ones you get from defeating rocket leaders when you have space in your egg bag. But the biggest part of these rocket events to talk about is the ability to remove frustration from your shadow Pokemon. And I've got a little tip here for how to do this very quickly so you can get through it really easily. Instead of going to the Pokemon and using a charged TM on it, go to your inventory bag, scroll down to your charged TMs, click on it, and then you can either search for any of the Pokemon that you have put a tag on that you want to remove it from, or just search at frustration, then tap on each Pokemon that you want to remove frustration from. It'll bring up the option and boom, you just roll through it super quickly this way. Fastest way to remove frustration from all your shadow Pokemon. Another bit of big news here is Giovanni's new Pokemon. We are going to get Shadow Palkia from Giovanni this time. Shadow Palkia will be the #1 dragon type raid attacker, excluding Megas. So definitely a good one to get your hands on if you can. And if you want to wait for a weather boost for it, then you'll get it at a slightly higher level. And because Shadows cost a lot of Stardust to power up, it won't cost you quite so much Stardust to get it fully powered up. Now, there's no word on what the leaders will have. We never know that until the event goes live, but hopefully we get some really nice shadow shinies to hunt with the leaders as well. Next up, let's talk about Mega Gallade Raid Day. This is happening on Saturday, January 11th from 2 to 5 p.m. your local time. This is Mega Gallade's debut in Pokemon Go. It will have the shiny boost, so those are 1 in 10 odds, and those 5 additional raid passes for a total of 8 raid passes if you save the daily pass from Friday. And then the usual $5 ticket here as well, which will get you a few more bonuses. Now, a little note here, if you buy it from the web store, you get an added premium pass for the same price as buying it in the in-game shop. All right, next up, let's talk about our usual weekly events, starting with Max Mondays. This is where one Max boss takes over all the power spots for the hour from 6 to 7 p.m. on Mondays. This week, we are gonna have Squirtle in there, a good one to go and shiny hunt if you don't have that one yet. And then our spotlight hour this week on Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. is gonna be Rosalia with 2x catch XP. Now let's talk about our raid bosses. In terms of our 5-star raid boss, we are gonna have Palkia staying in there until January 16th. And then for Mega Lopunny, that is also gonna stay in there until January 16th. On that day, our 5-star raid boss is gonna switch out to Deoxys attack and defense forms. So both forms will be available all the way until January 24th. And then our Mega Raid boss is gonna switch out to Mega Gallade. So if you missed the raid day, you can still hunt that Mega Energy and hopefully get a shiny, although it will have the normal shiny odds of 1 in 64 when it's out in the normal rotation. And that is also running January 16th to the 24th. And then of course, on the weekends for this entire month, we will have Shadow Registeel out in the Shadow Raids. And that does mean for our raid hour this week, we are gonna have a second Palkia raid hour on Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. So if you're like me and still missing that shiny, a good time to go out and hunt it one last time before it's gone. All right, everybody, that's all the information I have for you in this video. You can leave any questions or comments you have down in the comments below, or pop on over to our Discord. Lots of helpful people in there. But right now, let's say a huge thank you to our mythical members, High Five Louise, Liam, King's Lounge, Body on a Planet, and Kate. Thank you to them for supporting the channel at the mythical level. It really does help out, as well as all of our members and all of you who come and watch the videos, come and watch the live streams, whether you lurk or chat, hit that like and subscribe button. All of that stuff is super helpful. Happy hunting. I hope you get yourself a nice Shadow Palkia, and we'll see you in the next one, friends.
I've got something incredibly funky.